welcome to the Wake the Fish Up podcast. We are live tonight, Los Angeles, California, and we have a very exciting show for you tonight. We have Texas in the house, the one and only, my man, Fishing Ken from Hook City TV. We're going to bring him right back on without further ado. Let's kick this off ELD fishing style. Let's wake the fishing.
All right, family, what's up? It's your boy, ELD Fishing. That's right, from the nationwide Wake the Fish Up podcast. And this week, we have from Hook City TV, Fishing Ken is inside the cave. So we talking some crappie, y'all. You know we talking some crappie. We got Fishing Ken. This is Texas connected with ELD, the Texas-California connection, right here on the Wake the Fish Up podcast. Wake up.
Welcome.
What's up? What's up? What's up, man?
Man,
What's going on, my brother?
Man, I am good, man. I am very hyped. We got Hook City TV's finest, Fishing Ken.
Yes, sir.
Crappie King. I'm gonna give you the crown, man. You have been out there doing your what?
Look, I don't need them haters on me like that. We ain't gonna listen. I don't know if I want that title.
Man, the haters been on you.
Yeah.
You can't stop that. When you're doing something good, the haters are gonna be on you.
Just a part of it.
Man, you just gotta brush them off and keep it moving.
Yes, sir.
Man, how's it going, man? Fishing King, how you doing today?
Listen, good, man. I'm blessed to be here, bro. First of all, thank you for allowing me to be on the show, man. I really appreciate the invite. But man, we're doing well, man. You know, it's the springtime. It's the hustle and bustle, man. Fish are bite like crazy, so we're trying to stay on them, trying to keep a pattern on these fish.
Crappie.
Yes, sir.
Man, I see you doing it. Man, listen, you are a crappie slayer, man. You are a sniper. The techniques that you use, let's slow down. Did you know I'm a fan? You know I'm excited about this. Let's take it from the beginning. Let's tell the people out here. Let's welcome everybody to the show. We are here tonight inside the cave. We are about to wake the fish up with Fishing Ken. And we have some big Camel Joes in the house.
What up, my man, Camo? Great headshot G's. Great.
Asleep at the Real Fishing is in the house.
Yes, what's up, brother? That's my brother in Christ there, Bray.
We got Tony Lucky Ferguson, big time catfish hunter from Cal out here in the house.
What's up, fellas? What's going on?
And I'm excited. So Ken, let's use this time right now to introduce you to the people. Most people know you, man. You're a big star in this YouTube game. Congratulations on the 100,000.
Already, thank you.
Plus.
Man,
talk to the people, man. Let's start back where the love started with you and how this all got going for Fishing Ken.
Blame it on my dad, man. more than 35 years ago, you know, growing up, just a little chubby kid chasing his dad around. Thank God that, you know, he was a man of standards, a man of God, and he loved the lake. You know what I mean? So I chased him to the lake every chance I got, man. And that's where I developed my love for fishing, my love for the outdoors. My love for my father, you know what I mean? That's where those things developed. And for me, I was always the camcorder guy in high school. I was always the one running around with a camera, you know. And what happened was, you know, that transformed into, well, hey man, I want to just have some memories, you know, piled away with me and dad, you know, when I'm in high school. And then I went off to college, and then I came back from college, and it was like, well, I need to be able to store, you know, all these memories somewhere. And back then we didn't have all these different storage options, you know. True
that.
So I heard about YouTube. One of my buddies said, man, you can just throw those on YouTube. And so I threw them on YouTube under private, you know, which means nobody could see them but me. And then one day I accidentally uploaded a video that was public. And I noticed people started watching the videos. And I was like, well, hey, if people watch the videos, we going fishing every weekend. Let me put another one out. And before you know it, you know,
they was feeling your vibe.
They was feeling us, man. Look, we were out there having a good time, father and son. every now and again, I'd have a friend, you know, pop on the scene on the videos with us. And away we went, man. There's Dad right there, man. That on one of our lives, one of our old lives, man.
I remember, man. I remember.
Yes, sir.
I remember. And listen, I'm gonna take the time. I gotta stop this right now, man. The relationship that you have with your father, man. That's one of the things that attracted me to not only your show, to your fishing. First, you was catching a big old fish, man. I'm gonna keep it real. I was like, who is this brother catching all these fish time after time? But then as I started to watch, man, it wasn't only the relationship between your family, man, but it was your relationship with God. Yeah. And how even though you were pulling out big donkeys and you know, stepping on big stages, you made sure that you didn't leave God in the seats, man. You brought him on that stage with you and you gave him the glory. And man.
Listen, man, let me tell you something. I'm nothing without God, bro. This passion that I have, the abilities that I have, the boat I've had, the electronics, just everything, man. The opportunities. If it weren't for God, I wouldn't have those, man. Man, look out, Arizona, Havasu. I wouldn't have those things without God, man. So it's only right, and especially with, man, I believe in Jesus Christ, brother. Listen, there
you go.
Our Savior, you know. So, you know, we're supposed to let our light so shine before men everywhere. Mm-hmm. Whether that be on YouTube, on any type of weigh-in stages, you know, in Missouri, and really every chance I get, man, it don't take much to say, hey, do you know Jesus? And if you don't, you should get to know him, because I know what it is, you know what I mean, to live for him. And then, like I said, my man, you know, just the relationship with my dad, man, he's there for me. Even to this day, 39 years old, my father's there for me. Both of my parents are, you know. But just being a young man, you know, I cleave to my dad a whole lot more. That's my best friend, you know what I mean? Man, we fish, we hang out, you know, I help him when I can, he helps me when he can. And that's just what we do, man. That's probably the most solid friend I have, man. Look out, I see you there.
Listen, that's my dad, okay?
Yes,
listen, hold on. I'm trying to figure this out. Is you talking about my father or your father?
Right on. That's God a good dad, man.
God is so good. I'm gonna say, me and my father, when I first started watching these fishing YouTube videos, I've been a long time saying, man, I want to do a fishing show. I want to do a fishing show, man. I seen Bill dance and I seen the people doing it, but I didn't see, I didn't see anybody like me, and there wasn't opportunity. Mm-hmm. Then I remember seeing you, man, and I was like, man, that's what I want to do. The influence you had, I'm gonna say, on me, when I first made my sign at ELD Fishing, I don't know if you can see it right here.
Yeah, I see
ELD Fishing TV. I took something from you, man. I took something from. I have 4 things. I have faith, family, fishing. See, those were, when I seen that in you, those were the most important things in life. Yes, to me, my family, my faith in God, and I just love to fish. You know what I'm saying? But then I also added fun and fellowship, man. And it was just a way to come to unite with people, man, to get out on that water. And man, you just was the epitome of a lot of your show. Just brought a lot of family values and a lot of spiritual values and some good fishing. I mean,
yeah, man. Right on, man. Well, listen, you know, the channel, man, we've been around for a while, man. And like you say, faith, family, fishing is what's important to me. In that order, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Definitely.
In that order, man. So
I had to put the faith first, man. I took that faith, family, fishing, and fun.
Right. Listen, I'm not mad at
ELD Fishing.
Listen, my boy Cowboy Roy, shout out to him. We just got off the boat not too long ago. He used to tell me all the time, man, it ain't nothing wrong with being a copying cat as long as you copying the right cat. You know?
Man, there you go, man.
So listen, man, I don't mind you know, using that, because at the end of the day, I'm not the only one that says that. You know what I mean? So I'm sure I might have heard it somewhere before, but you know, I'm coming up with stuff all the time, but it could have been something, you know, that I just kind of heard and it's been in the back of my mind. But faith, family, fishing is the things that I value most, man.
Okay. Hey, listen, we finna do this, man. The show is just starting. We're gonna hit a quick little break, man. Ken, I am Slayer Slate. We'll be right back. And we're just gonna play a quick video.
California certified.
Fishing King. Are you certified?
Hey, you got
California certified slayers.
I got one question, homeboy. Are you certified? Are you certified?
California certified slayers. California certified slayers.
Are you certified? I want you guys to look at the pictures in this video. These people been putting it down. They've been certified. Are you certified? That's the question. You know who this is. This is ELD Fishing. We fishing everywhere. We fishing everywhere. Y'all hear it. Get on the water, put that time in, and get your certification up. If you want to be certified, subscribe to ELD TV on YouTube and make sure you're certified. Wake up at 7 p.m. live every month. Every Monday, Fishing Ken, Hug City TV. We are back in the building.
We're back.
We are back. We are back. So,
man, I'm gonna have to get you to make me a little mashup, man. I like the little commercial you got going on there, man. I'm gonna have to get you to make me one of them.
Man, let me tell you something, Ken. I'm gonna tell you, I had to step up my video game. I don't know. I told you I've been watching you a while. I remember watching you when you were doing the lives, and then one season you came out. It was like you got Hollywood producers or something. I mean, the Hook City was going around, and I looked at. I was like,
let me tell you something.
Do that.
You ever heard that scripture that said, "A man that finds a wife finds a good thing," and
man.
Let me tell you something, man. That woman didn't know how serious I was about this YouTube. She really didn't see the growth at first. But once she saw me be able to pay at that time rent, you know, with a YouTube check, she dove, head first in it, man. So when you see stuff like there she is, there go my pretties right there.
We finna bring up the family, man. I got listen. You.
Oh man, look out, boy! Listen, family there,
I can go further. I can go further, man. You have a beautiful family. Listen, I can remember back in the day when I used to post on Hook City TV, and then your wife would like my video. I was like, I don't know if Ken seen it, man, but she hit like for me, and I was. And I was like, and I want to congratulate you, man. You know, beautiful marriage. You have a beautiful daughter. It seems like I seen Cammy grow up, man. I mean, how old is she now?
She's 8 going on 9. She'll be 9 in a few months.
I remember she was this big, and you posted her catching her first fish. But your family, man, beautiful wife, beautiful family.
Thank you.
Your father, not only your father. I think I pulled out I got a few pictures on here.
So you probably seen my middle sister. We did a catch, clean, and cook with her. Quisha, shout out.
Definitely.
And I think we did the Lord Have Mercy sauce. A lot of people like seeing that.
Okay.
Have yet to have my oldest sister on camera yet, but we're gonna get her out on the water too, man.
Well, is it hard getting your family on camera? Because I got a big family. Now, my brother and my sister, I could get on there. My mama shy away from the camera.
I've had my mom on. So we did a catch, clean, cook. I want to say, I had just went hunting. I went dove hunting. And my mom used to make these really, I don't know if y'all ate this, but my mom made some really good stuffed bell peppers.
Don't say that, man.
Yeah, brother. So, it was usually ground meat, cheese, rice, onions, yada, yada, yada. So I decided that I was going to ground up the dove breast. And that's what we did. We did dove breast with everything else, the rice and the whole nine. Man, turned out immaculate, man. It was, I don't think the video went really far, but it's definitely still on the channel, but we did a catch, clean, and cook. She just came over for the cooking part of it, but we got her in the kitchen, man. It was really cool.
Listen, your catch, clean, and cooks, I've watched those, man. Me and my pops, man. Me and my father's my best friend, man. We fish. Right. I worked for him. I worked with him. He's always been the person I looked up to ever since I could hold a fishing pole. And like you, I had that desire and that passion to always want to be with him.
Right. Ride
around in the truck with him when he worked on the docks. I was a little kid, and when he's up in the crane and I was old enough, I'd be over there fishing.
Right.
My daddy's put all his fishing into me, and I probably only got this much out of all the knowledge that he has. He is I could never surpass him in fishing, man. All I could do is enhance it as our family, man. We just I'm an extension like you are of your pops.
That's it.
Talk about the name Hook City TV, because for a long time I didn't know your father was Hook City.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So and I'm gonna tell you, I'll explain it. But a lot of people actually call me Hook City when they see us out in public, and it's funny because a lot of people don't know the background. But here it is, man. So one day, me and Dad were fishing. I mean, it's funny because I can remember the exact location. My home lake is Lake Arlington in Arlington, Texas. And so we're out there fishing, and anybody that's been to Arlington knows that there's not a lot of trees out there. But we were fishing some shallow timber, and we were having a good time out there. And Dad, man, if y'all haven't figured it out by now, when I do get him to talk, he's good for one-liners. We ain't new to this. We true to this.
True to this. Hook City, do it.
That kind of stuff. So
I call him Papa Hook.
Yeah, there you go. We were sitting there fishing, and we were talking about how the fish had slowed down, and we need to move. And as soon as I said, man, we better move, he sets the hook on this rod is arched over, and he looked over to me and he said, Hook City, like that. That's what we're gonna name this channel, Hook City.
That's the name, huh?
And that away it went, man. People went with it, and it's been good.
I want to talk about, we're gonna take another break, but I do want to talk about this day right here. Okay. And this moment right here, this is the tournament that you were in. And this moment, it was
it's the Mr. Crappie Classic.
I actually spent this moment when you were doing that. I was following you. It was like, I don't know if your wife was posting, it was like, in 2 hours, this is happening and this, and all I knew, my boy Fishing Kid is, man, I'm a member of Hook City family, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been down for a while, been watching, and I really was like, man, he's doing this for us. Not the ones that's not tournament fishermen. It's out there every day, but the person who was taught by his father, who has that love, passion, that deep desire, man, to go get it. And when you stood on that stage, man, I was telling my pops, look, he's up there. And you stood up there and you gave the glory to God and you thanked the man. And I couldn't do nothing but say, that's my man right there.
Yes, sir. So man, listen, one thing, I take representation very seriously. And two, shout out to my fishing partner, Kyron, man, my tournament partner. Call him the Labrador Retriever. But man, he invited me to go to the tournament, and I heard it was a 3-day tournament, and if you make it to the third day, you get on this big stage and you get to talk and all these kind of things. And I remember praying about it, as I try to make sure I pray about everything I do, but I remember praying about it. And I said, Lord, if I make it to that stage, if I get to day 3, I'm going to make sure, I praise your name in front of that crowd, and it was, I felt like that's what I was there to do. And we made it to day 3. Fell short on day 3, but we made it to day 3. Top 25. I think we finished, I don't know, 22nd place or something like that. But I was able to get on the stage. And that I'm actually giving you the story of the first one. This was the second time I got on stage in Missouri. But the importance of that story is, I got on stage and I was able to give God praise, as I wanted to do, to exclaim the name of Jesus Christ. And we got off stage, and I was still a little disappointed that we fell so far behind, because we were like in 8th place going into day 3. And then we fell to 22nd. And I said, well, but you know what, Lord? I prayed and I asked that if I were able to get on that stage, that I would praise your name in front of everybody. And I was able to do that. And I was happy about that. But check this out, man. It's going to make the hair stand up on your arms.
Talk to me.
So we got off stage. And like I said, we were a little down, like, dang, man, I hate we dropped the ball like that. And me and Kyron just sat and we said, but man, it was so much bigger than that. You know what I mean? And Wally Marshall's wife actually came to us backstage and said, this is what this tournament needs. Thank you for being bold.
You broke barriers. In
different ways.
you broke barriers in so many ways, man. I felt so much of a part of it when you stood up there, and then you represented with, first of all, you represented Christ, you represented with honor, and then the dignity of it. And then, I mean, we can't overlook the color barrier thing as of when it gets to these tournaments. You don't see many people represented that look like us, our minorities, that's out there doing it.
Right.
So when you were there, man, I was pulling like, man, okay, he got on the stage, and let's see, but you competed, and you competed at a high level. And to be honest, I wasn't for sure when you went. I said, I know my man gonna do good, but I know that people that do the tournament fishing, they are very technical with it. They put a lot of work in it. They're fishing before the tournament. They fish in the morning of. They're fishing. They are prepared. I've learned that in some derbies that I went through, and I thought I was gonna turn out. And the people that win was there a week before me and scouting everything out. So man,
sometimes it's just the time on the water, man. So let me just finish this point real quick, and then I'll move on.
Take your time. Take your time.
The thing about it, man, and that's why I want to make sure I give people Jesus, no matter. This is why I give people Jesus, no matter where I go. We got off the stage, we made it back to the room, and we're sitting there, and I get a message on my phone, and I can't remember the guy's name right now, but I get a message on my phone. And it says, Ken, I know you don't know me, but I want to tell you thank you. And I've gotten those messages before, but he went even further. The next paragraph said, I was sitting here contemplating suicide. And I prayed and I asked God to give me a sign as to not do this. He said, and I got on YouTube and I saw you and your partner on stage talking about Jesus Christ. And I've decided to live another day. Brother.
And that's it.
Say, look, to be used by God, man, listen, I will take 22nd place every time if it means one person gets closer to Jesus Christ, bro. And man, brother, listen, you want to talk about crying? I couldn't do nothing but say thank you.
Man,
all that
God is good.
Tournament, man, God is awesome. And he works in mysterious ways, man. And you just have to make sure that you're in place. You ain't got to overrun God, but when he tells you to be in place, just be in place, man. He allowed me to go. And I'm not a tournament fisherman by no means, guys. I want everybody to know that. And I would never disrespect tournament fishermen. Those guys put in work. They do. They listen, the knowledge those guys have, the whole nine, man. But listen, God gave me knowledge. He gave me understanding. He gave me everything I needed up until this point where I was able to go and compete with professional fishermen, man, make it to a stage and then be able to let somebody know. Everybody don't know Jesus in that auditorium. So I was able to give the name Jesus to them. I believe that Paul planted, Apollos watered, and it's God that gives the increase. And what that means is I might not preach a whole sermon to you, but I might just say, hey, I know a man, you should get to meet him. And ELD might meet that same person a year later and say, I know a man, you might want to meet him. And it's God that says, hey, you know what those two guys were talking about? Here I am, let's talk. So, man, I'm just trying to do my part, brother. And the
preach.
My platform is fishing. My pulpit is fishing, I guess.
Man,
so that's that. I mean, shout out to Dimitri and my other buddies. They tell me all the time, man, your pulpit might be that boat. And
we have a camera. Shirley Hartley says, and I think this is my mother. She says, "Thank you for your encouragement."
All right, Mama. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We really do appreciate you. Thank you for coming to hear me talk a little bit.
Man, hey, anytime you talk about something good, something of substance, something that saves souls, Jesus Christ, our Lord and personal Savior.
Sure.
Man, Fisher Kid, it's just, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna give you a second. We're gonna take a break.
Okay.
We're gonna be right back. We got Fisher Kid on the Wake the Fish Up podcast. We got a couple things going down tonight. We're gonna find out with Fisher Kid what's really popping. What's really popping. And then we're gonna go back to what's up with them hogs, man. I think it's a hog problem in the United States. I don't know. We just gonna talk about it.
Let's talk.
We will be right back, y'all.
Slabs, Heeew, Donkies, baby, Donkies, baby.
The gnarliest.
Hello, fishing family. Tonight we have Hook City TV Fish and Ken live on the Wake the Fish Up podcast. That's right, ELD Fishing and Hook City TV are connected tonight for this epic interview. Don't miss it. Subscribe to the ELD TV Fishing family. Holla at your boy. Heeew.
Donkies, baby.
Fish and Ken from Hook City TV tonight on ELD Fishing Wake the Fish Up podcast. Support the channel, subscribe to the channel, check us out tonight. It's going down. Hee-haw! Can I get?
Hee-haw!
That's it. That's the original. And you guys heard it right here as we're waking the fish up with my man Fish and Ken. Man, this is wonderful, kid. This is wonderful. Man, I want Deanna Lewis is in the house, man, from Sister Gal's Fishing Adventures, and she's out there in Texas. She is out there in Texas, man. I want to say what's up to my sister out there, and I definitely got to get her in the inside the cave pretty soon. Deanna, you gonna come here? We're gonna talk some sister girls real soon. So, Cam, man, I'm glad to have you here on the Wake the Fish Up podcast, man. I'm reaching out to fishermen, to outdoorsmen, to hunters.
Oh yeah.
I'm into a lot. I watch Facebook, especially during the pandemic, man, and I got to join so many groups, man. We have people doing so much with people of color that I'm like recognizing, man, brothers down on catching alligator guard, man, it look like crocodiles and brothers in Florida doing their things, and I watch all you YouTube superstars. I'm trying to climb, man. I'm trying to climb. So I'm asking the Hook City Fishing family and people out there, take a little time and hit the subscribe button to ELD TV on YouTube, man. I'm still trying to strive for 1,000, but we're gonna get there. Hook City family, help me out. Yeah. YouTube family, help me out. So back to the questions.
Man, I wish we could link my channel to yours right now. I wish there was a way to do that, man. I'd love for the crossover to happen, man. I hate I didn't think about that before we got started tonight.
Man, we family now. You heard me all over. Every time I come on
we're gonna do it again, City, man.
I'll say it's your California cousin. So I'm trying to let everybody know out there, man, we family.
Right on.
And while I'm talking about family, I want to say what's up to somebody real quick. I have some family out there, man, and I hope is watching right now. I don't know if my cousin Cheryl is watching, my mom's cousin, and my cousin Ramonda and Demetria, which I call Tuesday, but let me show a picture of them out there in Dallas, Texas, around that area. And also, let me show this picture of my Cheryl. This is her grandkids right here, my mom's cousin Cheryl. And this is all the grandkids. And the two young men right there, man, they was balling out for Texas, playing for Michigan. They played for Michigan this year, the Green Brothers. And one of them already is going to New York City. Congratulations, fam. We're going to New York Giants. Hey. And the other one is on his way. Right. So they big doing it, man. There's big things coming out of Texas.
Yeah, man. Listen, everything big in Texas now.
Okay. So Kim, I'm going to show you a series of pictures. This is the game that we do here on the Wake the Fish Up podcast. Okay. Everyone that comes through, I'll play a quick 30-second video, and then I pull out pictures, and I want to ask them what is really popping. So in these pictures, they could be something that I just pulled up from the past or different things, but I want you to tell me what was going on at the time when that was going down. So what was really popping?
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. So describe the backstory to these pictures. In other words, we want to know what was really popping, man. What was really popping? What was really popping? What was really popping? What was really popping, man? 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 What was really popping, man?
That's funny.
I'm gonna pull out a picture. I don't know if this is a cartoon picture or what, but man, what was really popping? That's a nice pic right there.
Let me tell you something, man. That's Lake Arlington, winter time. That's why I have the Northland suit on. Man, and listen, we were averaging 2-pound crappie on 7 fish on a city lake, Lake Arlington. Man. Every fish in my hands right there is 2 pounds plus, man. It was probably about, I don't know, man, 30, 40 degrees outside at that time. Dead of winter, like I'm saying, but man, fish were hidden, and I was committing.
Okay, that look like one of them old Fisher Ken Superman pictures, man. You got the crappie on up there, the chest sticking out. You like,
yes, sir. Feeling good, looking good. You know,
man, you got to feel yourself sometimes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now this one right here, I think I might have showed the picture.
Okay.
But I want to know, this is normal?
Man, yes. Very normal. So that picture is probably that's a little while back. That's probably 3 to 4 years ago.
Okay. Is this normal?
Brother, listen, again, so that was this year pre-spawn. So those fish are fat, full of eggs. And yes, that is very normal, man, especially with that live scope. It's a game changer.
So question, were those trophies or were they groceries? You know, I got that.
Listen, you saw the background, you saw a yard. You didn't see water, you saw a yard.
Oh, okay. Oh, them was groceries, huh? It was groceries.
We were grocery fishing.
Okay. I'm gonna pull up another right here, man. What was really popping?
Man, me and my tournament partner Kyron, man, I actually partnered up with him. We did a trip. There was 4 people came out. I don't remember what lake we were on, but I made sure me and him took a picture. That's me and my client, me and his client's fish, all together, man. We just dumped them in the bed of the truck and we started cleaning so those guys could get back home. But man, that's again good fishing. You notice I have the hoodie on there. Before spawn was in full swing, man.
The old school fishing, Hook City fishing Ken.
Yes, sir.
Yes, man, I of your growth, I've watched. How? Let me ask you something. So, but how is your competitiveness? And when I say that, I know that you compete with the lake, that you compete with the best equipment, that you get out there and you catch fish. But how is your competitiveness with? I mean.
On an everyday basis?
Because you know what? I see how you put God first in your life as we should. So I don't, but these juices sometimes. How are you with the competing with other, like at the tournament, people, like when you were in the tournament, do you take it personal, like, I want to win this? Or do you just take it as?
No, so listen, I'm never aiming for second place. I want to be the best in whatever I put my hands on. And for me, I won't let my competitiveness change who I am in Christ, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be so competitive that I can't stop and help somebody that's, dealing with something. And man, me and Kyron, like I said, we're the same way. Yes, we're in a tournament, man, but what really comes first? What really comes first is showing the love of Christ. But man, I'm never aiming for second place, brother. I'm trying to knock heads every time I'm in this tournament. And it's money on the line when we're doing these things. Now, as it relates to just my everyday competitiveness, man, you'll have to really jog me to get me going. There he is right there, Dimitri Norwood. That's Cowboy Roy. Was just in the boat with him now. He started catching some fish today, and he got to feeling himself, and but me, I'm not competitive by nature. There are some people, they have to beat you walking to a door. They have to beat you to the car. They have to beat you eating their food. I'm not competitive in that way. As it relates to being competitive every day, man, I'm just trying to be better than I was yesterday on a daily basis. My prayer when I'm in these tournaments is, Lord, let me be the best me I can be. And if you beat me while I'm being the best I can be, brother, you deserve it.
Man, you got it. You got it,
man.
You got it. You got it.
And that's just how I take it, brother.
Man, hey, we got people in the comments, man. Shalimar Lane, Chef Shalimar Lane, saying what's really popping. They liked it. What's really popping.
Yeah.
Cameron J. We got Marvin Hardley, and the owner said Slabs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was Crappie. Man, this is Fishing Ken, man. Fishing Ken don't play. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we're going to talk about technology. I want to ask you a few quick questions about the life scope.
Yeah.
Some people love it. Some people hate it.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to think the people that hate it, it could have something to do because it costs a little bit.
It costs a little
and
bit.
It costs a pretty penny.
Yes,
I ain't used it yet, but I've watched you use it. I've watched you master it. I've watched you switch up some of the designs on things. Okay. And we are going to talk about that as soon as we get back. I want to thank everybody again. We have Fishing Ken live inside the cave. We are going to take about a 30-second break. And we will be right back. Let's hit this one.
Wake the fish up. Wake the fish up. Wake the fish up. Wake the fish up.
We fishing everywhere, and I invite you to the Wake the Fish Up podcast every Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific Coast, baby. But it's 9 p.m. there, huh?
Oh, yeah, man. It's 9:39 here, man.
Man, I want to thank everybody from Texas and the East Coast for staying up for my show, man. There's been some nights when I was on the East Coast and I got Fishing the Fit, Dwayne Murphy and the Virginia boys on, and the Carolina cats, man. It's 10 o'clock when we start, man. I really appreciate them.
Yeah, man. That's big.
And I'm gonna take 1 second. I want to appreciate a few people real quick, Ken. Because I know they're watching, man. You are, man, I got a superstar on this stage here tonight.
I wish. I'm working at it.
Man, a superstar in Christ is not anything, man. And a menace on the water. You know, I look in the comments, man. I know how many people, when I was talking about the competition, you know, I had a couple of guys on from Texas, from Urban Sports Fishing Network, good guys trying to do some positive things in the community. Out there doing it. The guys down in Houston, man. Some people, man. I used to see people on videos with you that now they branched off and did their own things, man. And that's something that I really like, man. Because out here we had a lot of fishing crews and completely fishing the Lake Legends, my man, Mr. O'Reilly, and different people do different things. And I want to see everybody prosper and go forward, man. I like to see that in Texas, man. So many of you guys. Do you know everybody down there? Are you guys just basically doing your own thing?
I think for the most part, we're all doing our own things, man. Everybody, I believe, you know, for the most part, stays cordial. You know, listen. If I ride by, if I see you, I'll throw you the deuce. You know what time?
Yeah,
man. You know, I'm not gonna leave nobody out there on the water. You know what I mean? But yeah, for the most part, man, we've all kind of branched out and just did our own thing. I think there was a time that we all kind of fed off of one another as we were growing, and now that we're all kind of, I guess, in our own space, so to speak. So
I may be experiencing something. I know, growth may be separation, but you got the love there and everything, man. And I just wish there's a lot of fishing crews out here in LA. And my thing is, man, as I stepped in and I try to bring us all together, man, be the fishing voice for the West Coast, ELD Fishing. I'm not in a specific fishing crew, but I'm down with many. You know what I'm saying? I try to put them all up, everybody up under the ELD, the Energy Love, and dedication to fishing umbrella that we all can feel comfortable in.
Right.
And it's about time. Let's talk hogs. Okay. I'm gonna show you a quick video, man. It was some people from Texas. I had the interview I don't have on. It was Buster Fonte, and he was talking about they did some hog fishing down there, man, with Boss Man. Yeah. And your CMB boys, man, they doing their thing too. I'm coming for you for the interview, CMB. Yeah. And man, Texas, you guys are on the map, man. People are appreciating your work out here, man. You got people out here at the lakes, kids screaming Heeew. Yeah. I'm not lying about that, man. They know who Fishing Ken is. That we are kind of jealous about how your crappies be popping off out there all the time. you guys got crappie, man, running around like we got.
Bro, listen. It is some big crappie in California, and I plan on putting my finger on some of that, man, real soon. So we got Arizona under our belt, and again, there's some 3-pounders running around in those Clear Lake, and there's a bunch of them, Mojave. There's a bunch of them.
If you come to Clear Lake, if you come out here, I'm trying to make it up there soon, man. But this man right here, Captain Steve Johnson, you see them big old catfish in his hands, but the crappie and everything, man. He's a guide on Clear Lake, tournament champion, did multiple states down south and brought it to California. He's on his game. And man, what we built here, man, this is a family, man. Steve Johnson, Captain Bill Wilkerson, black captain down here in San Diego, the Malahini and the Horizon Sports Fishing. If you come to California, you got to stop here. You got to let me know, man. Come by the family restaurant so we can feed you, man. I love one day to have dinner, man, with me and you and your pops.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, that would be a lovely thing.
Cool, man. Well, listen, book it. Call it done, brother.
Call it done. If I step out to Texas, I'm hollering. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Ken, I'm the guy. I'm the guy that wake the fish up."
Brother, you saved in my phone. You ain't got to call and say who.
There you go. There you go. That's how we do it, man. That's how we do it.
You put in. So
that's how we do it. You have Yvonne Moore said, "Hey, Ken."
Hey, Miss Yvonne, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you, Miss Yvonne, for watching the Wake the Fish Up podcast.
All right.
We got Dimitri Norwood.
Yeah, that's old Cowboy Roy. That's my buddy.
Okay. Fishing with Camo Joe in the house. And man, it's really been a blessing here, man, talking with you. We still finna get to those hogs.
Okay.
We finna get to those hogs. Before I go in, I wanna I do all my engineering, so I'm doing it on the fly. But I just want to say what's up to some of my fellow guests, man. I don't know. Everybody knows you. You may not know them, but I just want to give them a shout out, man. American Titan Outdoorsman.
Yeah.
From Chicago. Oh, yeah. I want to give, there they go again. I want to give a shout out to Fishing the Fit. My man, Dwayne Murphy has been a guest. Virginia's been inside the cave. Oh, my girl, Sharina, keeping it real. The Indiana fishing queen.
Yeah.
I want to say what's up to her. Give a shout out to Chef Shalimar Lane, my father's barbecue restaurant out here. We doing it.
You gonna get me to California quicker than you think.
Oh man, you come out here, man. It's going on, man. We the goal here, like we gonna keep reaching out to Texas, to Alabama, to Mississippi, to Florida, man. Get all our people. We want you to come on. If you fish, get in contact with ELD Fishing, man. Hit me up. We gonna bring you out here to LA. We're going to mix it up in the cave and sprinkle it across the internet to the United States, to everybody that's watching. So Fisher Ken, the time is now. I'm going to show you this little clip.
Okay.
And this actually, some of the first it started with my guys from Texas, and then I went to Hawaii. I'll spend 2 weeks in Hawaii, 10 days out there. Actually, about a week ago, I just got back. And I keep seeing these hogs. Let's talk.
What's up with them hogs, man?
I don't care what you call them, hogs, pigs, chitlins. What's up with them hogs, man?
What's up with them hogs, man?
What's up with them hogs, man?
Damn. Hey, so where'd you catch it at? Way off. Oh man, look at this. The hole in his neck. Can I get that?
Yeah. Y'all trap?
Ooh, man.
Y'all shoot him. Stab him?
What's up with them hogs, man?
Live on ELD TV. My man right here has a wild boar. What's your name, bro?
He does a lot of outdoor stuff.
All right, look at that. Look at the mouth on that.
Yeah, let him
go on, man.
This man
What's
out here in Texas.
Hogs, man? What's up with them hogs, man?
What's up with them hogs, man?
What's up with them hogs, man?
Yeah.
What's up with them hogs, man?
Yes, sir. Well, listen, Texas is overrun with hogs, man. I think the biggest thing is it's hard to find somewhere to hunt, man. With all this land that's in Texas, man, it's private owned. It's not a whole lot of public land to hunt. And when you do find public land, it's overrun with hunters. And last thing I want to do, is be out around a bunch of folks, waving guns and shooting at someone.
Yeah.
So I prefer to be on private land. That's where my buddy Dimitri also comes in. So he has a lease, and I've been able to hunt some of the property that he's leased. And we have another friend, Sheldon Lovelace, which is, man, big in the outdoors, man. Another African American man that is big in the outdoors. You don't see him on the forefront, but he's had over 35 years of experience, in the outdoors and not just the outdoors, but the business side of the outdoors. But anyway, Sheldon, that picture that you just posted, me and Dad were able to go out with Dimitri, and we got our first hogs out there, man. And
that's a big hog.
If you noticed all the blood around the ear of that hog, Dad actually ear holed that hog, man, from I think it was about an 80-yard shot, man, sitting up in a stand on Sheldon's lease. So it was a really good deal, man. And like I said, I didn't grow up hunting. You know what I mean? I didn't grow up, using guns and shooting guns, those types of things, man. But blessed to meet Dimitri a few years ago. I mean, that's my brother now. From there, he introduced me to Sheldon and some more folks, man, that were really more on the hunting side of things. I told Dimitri, I said, brother, listen, if you'll teach me that hunting, I'll teach you that fishing, and we can go from there.
And we can swap, huh?
Yeah, brother, it's been a brotherhood ever since.
Ain't nothing wrong with a barter.
Oh man, it ain't at all, and it's been good. But man, these hogs, if you want to know what's up with these hogs, you need to get to Texas to hunt these. I
got to get to Texas.
And listen, if you're not scary, you need to get on these thermal hunts, man, where you're hunting at night. If you don't have that thermal up to your eye, you can't see nothing.
Okay.
Oh my
Talk
God.
to me. What? I'm like the people that's watching, man. We from California out here, man. Okay. We probably ain't been through the sticks and the thick and the brush, even though I have traveled and did a little something. But to the person watching, man, tell us, what is thermal night sniping?
Night vision. Okay.
Night vision.
So basically, thermal imaging, man, is, man, I hope I do a good job. I wish Chris would tune in and give it to me, because he knows this stuff way better than me. But basically, thermal imaging picks up on the heat that your body gives off, or the heat anybody's body gives off, the heat of the ground, the heat from animals, the whole nine. So like can be in pitch black, and it'll give out, it'll focus in on that heat, and it'll give an image your entire body.
So you got vision like the Predator.
Exactly right.
Okay, I got you now.
Yes, sir.
All right.
So imagine, and this is what's fun. Like, this is why I said you can't be scary. So imagine, I'm riding with my buddy Seth. That's who I did my thermal hunting with, and he actually does guided thermal hunts. But just imagine riding in the truck, and this guy's looking through this thermal, and all of a sudden he stops, and he turns the truck off, and he whispers, 300 yards that way is a pack of 60 hogs. Now you saw that, like on your clip, you saw the hog with the big tusk, the boar, the big boar hog. So imagine you get out of the truck, you don't have any lights on, because of course lights will spook these animals that you're trying to sneak up on. Imagine walking through a cut cornfield and you cannot see anything this far in front of your face unless you have this thermal on. But once you put the thermal scope up to your eyes, then you can see 300-400 yards out, and you can see these animals that you're approaching. Brother, it is nothing like it, man, to walk up on the hog up to 50, 60 yards away, and getting a shot on this animal that does not even realize you're there. You're approaching these animals, downwind, so that they don't wind you. Hogs have really good noses, so you can't just go out there any old kind of way. And then you're carrying this high-powered rifle and this expensive scope, you know what I mean? And you're shooting these animals. Oh man! And listen, if you're anything like me, wild pork tastes better than store-bought.
Man, I'll put some pork on my fork. I ain't lying.
Yeah.
Hey, in the comments we got John Maddox for Outdoors. He said with the thermoscope. He says with a thermoscope, you can see a mouse from 100 yards away.
Yes. And it just depends. It's almost like, so it's the live scope of hunting. I guess is the best way. And yes, those boars will attack you at night.
Okay, that's shot.
They go into protection mode, brother, and they will run right at you if you don't know what you're doing.
Okay,
yes,
and Deanna said, do you have to have your rifle and your sidearm too?
It's a good idea to
be out there like what?
It's a good idea too, man. You know, but the thing about it is, you know, Seth, the guy that introduced me into that, Cutters and Curlers Outfitters, man. He's very well equipped for what's going on. He's highly trained. He understands exactly what's going on. So as much as it seems like an uncontrolled environment, he has control of the situation, you know, to keep you safe, and he won't put you in an unsafe position. So that's the cool thing about that, man. And that's what I appreciate about, you know, these guys that I've become friends with and met, you know, people that have my safety as well as theirs, you know, at the forefront of these hunts. You know what I mean? It needs to be safety first. Again, you're dealing with high-powered rifles. You know, you're out there in the pitch black, in these cornfields. If there's mice, there's also rattlesnakes. You know, so there's so many different components to it, man. And it really it heightens your senses. You know, you've heard people say, you know, when if a person loses their sight, then their touch, their feel, and their hearing becomes
enhances.
Exactly. In the same way, when you're walking out in this field and you can't see anything, you're dependent on your hearing. And, you know, we get so close to some of these hogs, man, you can hear them snorting. You can hear them fighting each other. You can hear them chewing and breathing. And, man, adrenaline rush on 10, man. Adrenaline rush.
Adrenaline. Come around, Jay. He said expansive hunting knowledge.
Man, listen, I'm working on it, man. I'm about 3-4 years in, you know, dove hunting, rabbit hunting. Shout out to my man Mandel over there at Featherston Family Outdoors. Listen, that's another one I'd love for you to meet, man. On the hunting and cooking side of things, man. Rabbit hunting, wonderful.
Man, I've seen you do a lot of catching cooks, man. Yeah. A lot of times, my mom and dad watch them catching cooks, and they be sitting back like they finna taste it. You know what I'm saying, man? You do them so good. Sometimes your mouth start watering and all that.
Right,
Ken, we're gonna take another break, and when we get back, man, I want you to give some time to talk about some people that support you, maybe some of your sponsors.
Cool.
And it's so much we can get into. But this is not going to be your only stop here inside the cave, man. We are proclaiming it right now. Hook City TV, Fishing Kid is family. He must be back.
Yes,
we will be right back. Slay or slay. That's what I call it.
The top. It's been another slay day with my man Ray J. Straight up, another slay day. Every time we go out, no strikeouts. Ain't no strikeouts, ain't no plan. That's how we doing this ELD fishing. I'm fishing everywhere. I don't care if it's San Miguel Islands, the Tanner Banks, El Dorado Park. Man, I could be a Magic Johnson in Compton. It's going down. Holla. Strikeouts. Ain't no strikeouts, ain't no plan. Ain't no strikeouts, ain't no plan. Ain't no strikeouts, ain't no plan. Ain't no strikeouts, ain't no plan.
Slay, man.
Oh, man.
Fishing Kid live inside the cave. We are back. ELD TV live on YouTube and Facebook. ELD Fishing. Eldridge Hartley. I'm putting it out on all the platforms. I'm just honored tonight to have my man Fishing Kid inside the house, man, from Hook City TV.
Thanks for having me, man.
Man, I could go so much on, man. I could go so much further, man. You spending time with you has been very insightful for me. I want to before we talk about the things, man, this Fishing Kid, I want to thank you again, man. You have a beautiful family.
Thank you, bro.
You have not only sharing things that you share on Facebook and that you share on your YouTube channel, man, but you are showing and being a good example of how a family man is supposed to be. When I talked to you, you told me there were two things or was it 3 things that you'll never stop doing?
Right on.
Do you remember what they were?
Oh yeah, man. So listen, in life, man, I've started and stopped a whole lot of things.
Okay.
One thing that sticks with me is Jesus Christ, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
glad he never gave up on me, and for that I'll never give up on him.
Mm.
And we were kind of talking about the faith, family, and fishing thing.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing, man, is giving up on my loved ones, man. Um, you know, life presents different situations and different things happen, but at the end of the day, I know who's backing me. That's my wife, that's my daughter, that's my mom and dad, my sisters, and I'll always be there for them. And then last thing, man, I listen. I quit football in high school. I quit track in 11th grade, 12th
Yeah.
grade. I did all those things, but one thing I did not quit and stayed. I had my time where I was growing up and I was liking girls and all those
Yeah.
kinds of
Yeah.
things, man.
Yeah.
But listen, I came right back to fishing, man.
Man, fishing is
So that lets me know it's just a passion, man. To increase my knowledge. It's not enough just to go catch a fish. I want to be able to catch that joker year round. You know what I
year
mean?
round.
People always say, "Man, ain't it too cold for fish to be biting?" I said, "Is it too cold for you to be biting?" You know what I mean? If you eat all year long, anything that's living and breathing eats all year long.
The next time that you return, Marcellus Burton, man, from SoCal Fish Whisperers, he just said, man, he just watched your Havasu
Yeah,
videos.
bro, we appreciate you, Marcellus. Thank you, man.
Man, SoCal, man, people out here love, man. We watch Hook City, man. We rock with you.
I appreciate
California
it.
rocks with Texas.
Yeah, man.
Texas rock with ELD TV.
Yes,
Subscribe
sir.
to the channel.
Yeah, make sure y'all subscribe, man. We're gonna talk about it. I might go live tomorrow. So
Man, we plug your boy.
yeah,
Hey,
man.
listen. So let's talk about the people that support you, because, like, I'm a person right now. I'm trying to grow in what I'm doing. I'm looking for that first sponsor, that somebody that I can love as much as I put out for them.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you told me about a few sponsors, and I remember when you got your first one. I was watching. I was like,
Here it
"Whoa,
is.
man, he coming
Right there.
up." ACC Crappie Sticks. And I see a lot of people. Fishing with them and doing it, man.
The green sticks, man.
The green sticks.
Yep.
They make a difference.
Yeah, well, listen, the green rod. That's just the color of the ACC crappie sticks. The green rods, man. But yeah, first shout out to ACC crappie sticks, man. The first one to ever reach out and say, "Hey, man, I like what you're doing. I like that you like my product. I want to send you some more." And that was the start of a business relationship that turned into a friendship. Andy Lehman, he's a solid guy, man. Pretty good dude. That's actually who I went to Lake Havasu with, man. So he'll have some videos dropping pretty soon with his side of what he saw. He had a cameraman in the whole nine. So ACC Crappie Sticks, man. We also want to thank Brush Pile Jigs, brushpilejigs.com, man. It's the plastic jigs that we use. They come in a variety of colors and body styles and things like that. They also sell jig heads and everything else you'll need, basically. Also, man, I'm trying to remember all of them. Euro tackle is when you see me catch those big fish in wintertime. A lot of times, what I'm using are tungsten jig heads from Euro tackle. Those fall a lot faster than your lead heads, especially in the wintertime when those fish are really deep. We also use Euro tackle Z vibers, which is like a lipless crankbait, so to speak, for crappie fishing, man. And that's not nothing that's real common in Texas, man, but they work really well. It's actually one of my secret weapons when the fish are not very active. And then, like I said, man, we have Beat Down Outdoors, which is
Beat Down.
Yeah, Beat Down Outdoors, man. That's how we mounted our graphs, along with Aftco. Aftco clothing company, man. They do a lot of like gloves, hats, shirts. But then listen, I gotta plug myself, man. So
Plug yourself, man.
I'm gonna have to send you one of these as a thank you, man. But listen, we sell what we call big bill hats, man. I don't know if you've ever seen this.
I've been watching them for years, man.
I know it get hot in California.
Oh,
just
yes.
like it get hot in Texas, man. But there's the khaki. We also have the navy blue. This is actually the new one that we have out for 2022. We have the black, and then we also have we have a cool gray. And basically, you know, it's just a good sun hat, man. It gets really hot out here. You see how it's cast in the shade.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
You got the chin strap. So if you are in a boat, you know, this thing, it will pop up if you're, you know, going 30 to 60 miles an hour.
But it ain't gonna fly
But
off.
you're not gonna lose it, man. You got the back flap in the back, so your neck won't be getting all burnt up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It also adjusts. I have a lot of people, especially here recently, asking. They say, "Hey Ken, man, I got a real big head, man. Am I gonna be able to wear this thing?" Well, listen, this thing is fully adjustable in the back as well. So
Okay.
small or as big as you need it, man. Now look at now. If you got one of them big old jug heads, you can still fit this hat, man.
It'll still work, huh? Y'all made it work
still
for
work, man. So again, 4 colors. I'd love for y'all to come check one out, man. Check out the website, man. It's www.hookcitytv.com.
www.hookcitytv.com. Listen, we finna end this right now.
Yeah.
My man Fishing Ken graced us with his presence inside the cave on the Wake to Fishing podcast.
Yes.
ELD Hook City TV. We family, man. You will be back. And when you come back, man, I want to get specifically into some of your techniques and some of the things that you do. Man, briefly, I just want, man, everybody to know Fishing Ken, the man of God, the Crappie King, the man that's out there putting it down, good family man, and good father, good son, great family. Fishing Ken, thank you for gracing us, man. I will see you next time inside the cave. Be back, my brother, because you're welcome.
Yes, sir.
It's your California cousin. Y'all subscribe to the channel, ELD Fishing. We out.
We out.
Hee-haw.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Hee-haw. Ain't no playing, ain't no strikeouts. ELD Fishing, Fishing Ken. We are out.